trying to figure out how this season looks. A lot of players been used to playing zero build, right, for a lot of the previous competitions, almost all of the season. So establishing and getting their strategies worked in. And a lot of the big names were really feeling the struggle in that sense. And so coming into week
Bro,
two,
why are they? They're in Mega City. What the heck?
Establish yourself. You've had a week now to prepare.
They got the gamer headset. You already know.
About establishing that heading into week number 2. I'm very excited.
Yeah, and I like how a lot of the teams here in this lobby today are really taking advantage of Queasy and Vino not being there. You see the switch up to Pablo and Goo. And the main reason why I'm kind of mentioning it is they're known as the main team, Queasy and Vino, to go for high ground game after game. They plan it, they blueprint it, and they execute. Now it's open for the taking, and we get to see who in game number 1 is going to be daring
we're streaming right now.
because it starts right now.
We're streaming right now. Just watch. Yes.
We have 6 games of competition coming up for you now. And after it, we will be one step closer to the all-important grand finals of FNCS Major 3.
Okay, just go back.
That journey, following the teams who have qualified for the
Do you need anything on the PC?
Players who quite yet have not qualified.
Do you know like all of your logins?
What do we have here?
Yeah. Alright, hit reset this PC.
Be contested, but that's no stranger from
remove everything.
Thomas. They're immediately getting things rolling. The first knock is going to be
And then it
secure,
should,
and they already have their second player locked in their line of sights. And honestly, it just looks like they can do exactly what they want. They have very, very little HP on the other side. You see him trying to think outside of the box, blow up the canister of gas, and there goes the final blow and the first mammoth pistol from Thomas HD. And that's the thing I'm scared of right now. We've seen Thomas HD with various differentiations of the sniper, but that mammoth is going to be scary.
Yeah, no, going right into even more action here at Kenjutsu Crossing. Obviously,
just remove my balls.
Wait, Queasy and Vino are landing here. This is a free POI for us to land at. Many different players, many different teams trying to take advantage right now.
Exactly what you got to do. Like I said, one man's trash is another man's treasure. And you can see it's a very, very slow start over here towards Kenjutsu Crossing. And you can kind of see it. New teams toward Kenjutsu, they might not necessarily know how to go right out of the gates, get the most advantageous loot, and then fight it like some of our more experienced players over to this side of the map. And that's going to make it to where they're going to spend a lot of time, a lot of effort looting up, getting resources. And that's before they even really fight each other. So if they choose to disengage, they're going to have to make that decision quickly. Otherwise, it's going to be a lot of time being wasted.
Yeah, definitely expect to see some sort of engagement kick off here soon, with Griff obviously getting a claim here on the capture point. Griff obviously getting... Ultimately, this isn't a fight you often want to drag out too long. There's such a large area to loot. You want to be able to spread your wings a bit and fly, especially when looking for early game surge. See how that develops. Hassan Slove though, in the midst of a fight here at the Creepy compound. And it's not a fight.
Shoot, bro, what's happening?
Slove's gone down. Ass is doing his best to stay in it.
Seeing the effects that
then there's already fighting going on, bro.
Lever shotgun.
Holy!
Put damage so quickly in a fight, being able to edit in and out of those pieces.
God, bro, this guy's gonna die.
It looks like he's getting chased down right now, trying to think outside of the box, using the zip line, going back down.
Yep, he's dead.
Plant as well, but unfortunately they were just hot on the chase. They take him down and add some early points to their totals, but another contested fight that I didn't necessarily expect.
Yeah, what's happening here? Seti and Cammy. You have to expect players to almost respect these established teams who are landing at these spots.
Alright.
Apparently,
be good.
Game number 1, that's not the case, but all those teams being punished for it, right? Seti and
80 people in the first storm.
And go about their business,
that's good, that's good. We're gonna see a huge end game.
It's gonna be something to watch out for, because if it is, that could be a problem for them.
Yeah,
bro, how did he turn around so fast?
For Seti and Cammy, they play any play style, even though they favor the placid one. But towards Kenjutsu Crossing, we saw it start.
Dang, one day. Oh my!
And Turbulence, they were the ones who left the actual building of Kenjutsu. They started to capture it, and they finished it overall in the feed. I already saw Vidil and Savage pick up a couple eliminations, and now they're looking for more. They don't want to let this player escape. They're going to continue to fire off the buildings, get them to waste resources until they finally pick up that elimination. And there goes another wipe of a squad, or at least half.
Yep.
Yeah, not too shabby. The deal with Mr. Savage off to a decent start. the deal showed a lot last week with one of the best solo coaches we've seen in a long time. We'll see if he can match those levels again.
That was nasty.
This time round.
Got 130 builds in 80 people left.
Roban just gotten picked up by Aspect.
Always gonna use the new pistol.
I was, choosing players, Roban would probably be at the top of one of my lists for several reasons. He's getting more entertaining to watch week after week and proving to be a dominant force here in FNCS Major 3, at least based off of last week's performance. And now we got Kylie and Fast Roki with one team going down over here towards Kenjutsu Crossing. They heard all that action going down. And there was that second elimination. I said half of the team, there goes the other one. They found it. And for them, they're just trying to scrape together all the loot that they can from their drop spot and somebody else's. They're trying to set themselves up for a good mid to late game. Without mobility, you have to be able to plan 2, maybe even 3, 4 steps ahead.
Yeah, you want to get ahead on the surge and, sort of pick good positions to make those first rotates sort of easy. I think even with no mobility, those first couple zones are still quite similar to rotate through, and a lot of the ideas remain the same.
Okay.
Might be Flixie. A lot of these teams here in this lobby have at least sensed that first place. They've tasted it before.
Bro, what are these shaders, bro? Golly.
Here in our weekly finals. The biggest switch up from last season to this season, no more Surge week. So no more going for those heroic efforts in the last moments of the FNCS. Our top 50 teams after these 3 weeks will advance directly to our FNCS Major 3 Grand Finals. So this week means so much for a lot of these teams, including Joe Kloss and Teeny against Sinet and Razumi. This is going to be a good fight between the two. Over here towards Steamy Springs, nobody really has the advantage. So you got to be careful because you don't want to end up in a build fight too quick with not a lot of resources to back it up as Teeny gets tagged up trying to look for a shot. And those are the moments you have to watch out for as he continues to try to pressure his opponents with the Mammoth Pistol. It's a blessing in disguise, but if he overpeaks, exactly that will happen. He just gets lasered back down to the low ground.
Yeah, too over ambitious in his attempt to apply pressure. The right intention, but just a bit careless in the peak, and gets punished for it. He's trying to take on both players, right? He's taking shots at one and switching over to the other. A one-man army.
And you can kind of see where the zone is slowly but surely moving up towards the north side of the map. So a lot of our teams that landed on the southern portion are going to have to begin to rotate. But Clownski and Grohl is a team that
I wouldn't think they would build with brick, but I thought they would build with wood first.
They have the loot that they're looking for.
I guess not, though.
They have heals. They have builds. Right now, they're looking for Surge. And just like Vivid said to start the show, being into the center zone very, very early on in the game may not be as fruitful as some may think it is, because just like Crowns and Glowski, they have
75 people left. Wow.
Surge.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's not linear, right? It's not just one rule and you follow that and it works every single time in every single situation. They have to be aware of the timings of the teams around them. Have to sort of anticipate what those guys are going to do and how they can be in position